Well, yesterday we did a road conditions check, and as you can tell, that is not a factor today. It is all cleaned up, dry pavement. But what is a factor today, look at this. On my way to another adventure, and it is minus 14 degrees outside. Well, hello there, and welcome to a perfect special evening edition of Tommy Travels. It's Tommy Travels. And those doors behind me, right there, that leads to the Crayola Experience here at the Mall of America in Bloomington. And this should be an interesting place. As I've come through the mall, I've noticed all the colorful decorations on the outside of the store, so I thought this might be worth some further investigation. And so you guys, this should be a fun adventure here tonight, so come on with me, let's go see what there is to see. And even the front entrance here has the doors dripping with color. Blues, greens, yellows, all the crayons in the box, it looks like. And we haven't even made it into this store yet. We are in the hallway leading up to this store, and there's already all sorts of Crayola people doing Crayola things. We've got these guys skiing over here. We've got a Crayola Paul Bunyan and Blue Ox. Very Minnesota. And look at this. Go Vikings! And one thing to know, when you see these guys working on the pipes with the wax and things like that here at Crayola, they always keep the color setting on high. And one thing that's kind of cute is they've got the entrance to the gift shop there, the main entrance to the museum, and then they even have a kids door here at Crayola to get in. And also on the outside by these two guys, they have a big screen TV being held up by a couple of crayons. That is very cool and colorful. And here's a look at the fellas that drew me into the Crayola Experience, which is probably what they're designed to do. I keep walking by and I keep wondering, I wonder what that's all about. Hello fellas, good to see you again, and welcome to Tommy Travels. I had no idea what I was getting into here today, but it looks like I'm getting into a lot. This place is pretty big. There's a stop and play over there. Wrap it up. I think this one allows you to make and design your own crayon cover. So I think we're gonna give this one a try and see what happens. So this is the machine that lets you design your own crayon cover. We're gonna choose sky blue color. And here's the monitor that you can design it. And so all we have to do first is insert a token here, which I did. We'll go English. And let's see what we come up with. Pick a shape. So how about we'll do a rocket ship. Continue. Type your crayon name. Tommy Travels. We're just going to do Tommy Travels. Continue. Print. Yes. Hit print. Great job! Take your label and your crayon. And now we have a crayon labeled with Tommy Travels that we can wrap around this crayon. And on the other side as we walk in, you can be a star of your own coloring book page. You can just pick a background, pose, and print. Well, we have to see how this one works. And so here's a look at the machine, and they got buttons down here that you can press to change the background or go with that photo. As you can tell, it is a very high-def picture. Change background, let's see what comes up. Nope, we're not gonna use that one. How about that? That one looks good to me. So we're gonna have a picture of me with basically a camera in my face. How about something like that right there? Okay, photo, let's print that. Let's see if that works. Okay. I don't really care how it looks, but that is my own coloring book page. Now let's go ahead and hit print. See what happens. It is now printing. And it is coming out. And boom, just like that, I've got a picture to color. And then if I actually want to color that picture, I can bring it right over here to all of these crayons, and I can just sit right down and take some time and color the picture if I want to. But I don't have time to do that tonight. This place closes pretty soon. They even give us a little bit of Crayola history. In 1885, this is Binney and Smith. Their first products include red and black pigments used to make paint and printing ink. And 1902, they had the Dustbuster crayons. Listening to the needs of teachers, Binney and Smith makes the first dustless school chalk. And it was so successful, it wins a gold medal at the St. Louis World Exposition. And it was discovered by accident when a chemist was watching his mother making bread. And here's a little evolution of crayon boxes over time. This is 1903. A very original version. 8 crayons in the box right there. 1925, 1935. You can see it's getting a little bit more modernized. And then once you get to 1952, 1960, they start looking like what we're familiar with. And they go all the way up here until 2006. And this is Crayola's most senior crayon maker who retired in 1990. It's Emerson Moser. And he retires after 37 years of service and 1.4 billion crayons that he helped make. And at his retirement, Emerson reveals that he was actually colorblind. And then in 1996, the 100 billionth Crayola crayon is made in Easton, Pennsylvania. I don't know how they keep track of all that, but wow, that's a lot of crayons. And this is kind of a big room here, technologically advanced. This is Silly Selfies, where you can take a selfie of yourself and then do all sorts of things to doctor up the photo and make it a fun crayon drawing. And then it'll post right up here on the digital board. Those are some funny things those guys did to themselves. Pretty fun. And here's an area where you can take crayons and actually melt them down. You can grab a crayon from right there, bring it over to the table that says the same color of the crayon, red in this case, and then this comes out. This is a mess, so I'm not going to actually do it, but you put the crayon inside of there, and then it comes out and melts it down right in there. And I don't know exactly why they're doing that, but kids love messes. That's probably why. Well, this place has everything. This is a paint palette area where kids can sit down at these colorful tables and do some painting. And they've got all sorts of painting equipment right there, paints. And then when they're done, they can come over here and then dry them in the drying ovens. They even have party rooms back there for birthdays and such, and a giant cafe with colorful tables, nice menu board, different options. I think I saw pizza up there earlier. This place is quite empty because it's 16 below zero. No one's here to begin with, and this place is about to close. But I'm glad I got a chance to come and take a look at what's all here. Well, what do we have here? Scribble Square. An area where you could take a marker and go to the car or the dog or mailbox anything around here, and you can go ahead and leave it with your mark. Just pick up a crayon out of there and then go at it. Let's see, there's a car right here. Let's go ahead and put the old Tommy Travels autograph on here somewhere. How about right there in the back window here? Just do that. Tommy Travels. There it is, Tommy Travels. And there's an area over here called Drip Art where you can melt and mold your own crayon art. So this gentleman is going to give me a demonstration here. He's putting a crayon in the door there.
This right here controls it.
Yep.
Fast, slow.
Yep.
When this turns green, we will open that door and put a second crayon.
Okay.
A lot of different things to do it. I prefer it fast, sometimes slow. But if you do it faster, it makes it way bigger.
Oh, really? Okay. And you can see the crayon that he put in there is dripping down on that spinning wheel. And it just turned green. And so now let's see what we do next. We put another crayon in there again. And now we have another one in there spinning through. It should be interesting to see what comes out of here. So now this second one has turned green. We're gonna see what we got. And there it is, a final product. Look at that thing of beauty.
For you.
Thank you so much for being on Tommy Travels the Second. And of course, we exit through a very expansive gift shop. Wow. Where you can get all sorts of Crayola fun stuff, like these plush toys right here. And leave it to Crayola to have rainbow sweets. Candies in every color. Oh my goodness. Look at all of these. Berry trellis, sour raspberry. I'm not a big fan of the sour stuff, but some of this looks not even edible. I think that is, it looks like Lego, but I think it's candy. Weird. I wonder if they sell that at the Legoland. Wow. What a fun adventure that turned out to be. I was expecting that place to just be coloring books and crayons and maybe a few other things for kids to do, but wow, that place just has stuff around every corner. And if you guys liked what you saw here today, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. While you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe and the little bell notification next to it so you can be the first to know when a new adventure comes out. And this has been an absolute blast, you guys. Thank you so much for the support that you've given me, and I hope to catch you on the flip side. And a final temperature check before we go inside. 20 below. -20. No wind chill. Just air temperature. Woo.